Greetings, everyone. This is Walk Right Fly joining in from the 28th Street Station here in New York. We are inside a subway station at the moment. Today is Friday, March 31st, 2023, and the time is 6:30 p.m. local time, and the temperature is 51 degrees Fahrenheit. I am currently inside the 28th Street Station in Manhattan. I just wanted to show you a couple of things. So here we are. It's super quiet right now, even though it's rush hour. This part of this bit of history here, so I wanted to show it to you. This is one of the nicest subway stations that we have in the city, okay? You guys know most of our stations are run down, dingy, quite dirty, old, you name it. But this station here is it buffering? Oh, that's not good. I guess I'm too deep. I'm too deep in the station. All right, this should be better. Are we back? Are we back? We're good? Perfect. Thank you for that confirmation, Crystal. And greetings to you, Shadow Ship. Okay, friends and family, we are in one of the most beautiful, gorgeous, stunning train stations here in New York City, or subway stations. I keep saying train like I'm in England, or like I'm in Canada, I should say. Anyway, this is underneath the New York Life Insurance Building. It's on 28th Street in Manhattan, Midtown Manhattan. The building itself was built, was designed by Cass Gilbert, the same person who designed the Woolworth Building and also the U.S. Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C. As you can see, it is rare to find a beautiful train station like this one in New York City. This is the New York Life Insurance Building, and the station is located underneath the building. And what's interesting is the station was built or opened in 1907 or 04. But the building was built much later. So I think the station was opened in 1904, and the building was completed in 1928. So yeah, much later. Emma is saying it's beautiful. Reminds me of the one in the movie Untouchables. It's quite beautiful. It is one of the most beautiful stations that we have in the city. And just so you know, this part of the station closes at 7 p.m. so you would have to use an alternative one. Also 28th Street Station, but not quite as nice. But this one here, near Park and Madison, so this side is Park Avenue South, is one of the most beautiful stations in the city. It goes without saying. Built by Cass Gilbert. I mean, the building itself was built by Cass Gilbert, the same person who designed the Woolworth Building in Lower Manhattan, and also the Minnesota State Capitol, and what else did he do? The U.S. Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C., and a few other buildings. This is stunning, right? My friend Lars Jorgensman in in Germany. Check this out. Yeah, hey, greetings to you, Sam Dabish, the meek This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful station. Yeah, so Cass Gilbert is actually known for his, simple designs yet modern. So if you go down this way, I want to show a few things, but I'm so worried that if I keep, going down and wandering around, I'm gonna lose connection. Makina, greetings to you. Jonathan Renda. So friends, we're gonna step out in a second, but I just want you to experience this beautiful, beautiful place. Not all subway stations are run down, old and filled with gunk and, debris, all that stuff. Greetings to you, Najima Brown from Long Island. So yeah, if you keep going down here, you go to the station. That is where it came from. And they're closing it pretty soon in about, I think, 20 minutes. 23 minutes, I should say. And if you want to get off at 28th Street Station, you would have to go to a different station, which is opposite from here. Richard Scott is saying, looking good. Okay, so one more time, we're gonna check it out and then we're gonna step out. So beautiful. And this is the entrance to the building, the New York Life Insurance building. But the thing is, we can't go further because we are not authorized. We have to be authorized in order to keep going. TG Miller, thank you so much. You're awesome. I appreciate you, and it's the end of the month, so happy the end of the month. Happy Friday to all of you. Jum'ah Mubarak, and also Shabbat Shalom. This is inside the New York Life Insurance building. We can check out the building once we're outside. This is another walkway, another flight of stairs to the station. These are, a few of the hidden gems that I like to share in the city. This is the other side. You can go down both ways. Joseph Taylor, anytime, my friend. This is one of the most stunning buildings in the city, and a historic landmark, by the way. And so, yeah, the building itself was built on top of a train station, on one of the first subway stations in the city. There's a lot of beautiful history in the city. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to learn. I'm telling you, every corner of New York City is filled with history, surprises, interesting things, shocking things. So yeah, the building itself is the New York Life Insurance building. This is what the New York Life Insurance Company is. Ron Diaz, greetings to you, greetings to you. And so, yeah, basically, the building is a multi-purpose building. It's open to the public, obviously, because of the subway station until 7 p.m. And the rest of the building is open to those who work inside the building. I don't know what's going on today, but everybody's running. Everyone is running. And then here we have Hillstone Restaurant, a very fine American dining. If you're interested in good American food, I haven't had a chance to try it, but I know a couple of my friends have tried it and they liked it. You can give it a try. Henry and Renee, I would recommend this one to you. All right, friends and family, now from the quiet, calm subway station to the chaos of New York City on a Friday evening. And the temperature, hey, that is a California license plate. There you go. Bricio. There's another one. And again, today is March 31st, 2023, the last day of the month. And it is rush hour time. Calm before the rainstorm, that is true. Tomorrow is going to be a very, very, very rainy day. Pretty much the entire day. Look at that dog. That's a beautiful dog. The dog doesn't want to do anything. Silvio Cateno from Brazil. How are you doing? Greetings to you, Corvette girl. We are on East 27th Street here and Park Avenue. Let's cross the street. Tina Roybeck, greetings to you. ICOT Sinks, greetings. Greetings, OT Sinks. This is Park Avenue, so you're gonna find a lot of high-end buildings, financial firms, fine dining. Cafes, bakeries, even McDonald's. Even the McDonald's on Park Avenue looks very nice. It looks like a private school McDonald's. Another entrance to the subway station, to the same station as this one right here. Very clean, very nice, but obviously not as elaborate and detailed and artistic as the other one. Oh, did I see Neil? Greetings to you, Neil Bell. Greetings to you, Neil Bell. Happy Friday to you. To you and all my British friends, all my English friends. Happy Friday. I hope you're all having a blast. This is another entry to the same station. It will take you wherever you want to go. Just like the other one, this is also 28th Street. You have a detailed map, a very nice station, semi-clean, a lot better than the other stations in the city. Most stations, I should say, maybe not the best one, but at least it's very nice, very clean. All right. Hachishiba is saying very clean. Coming from you, from Japan, from Tokyo? That's a big compliment for New York, my friend. I know how clean your stations are. And you're saying this is clean? Wow. You must be doing something right on 28th Street. Wow. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu, Hachishiba. Because I know your stations, it's like every station in Japan is feels like a nice dining room in a nice hotel. Super clean, organized. You know, super duper clean. We get those types of stations in only a couple of stations in the city. All right, another entrance to the same subway station. You can enter from different ways. And here we have the Churchill Tavern with the Queen's Guard. Neil, do you remember this place? Do you remember this one? The name of the place itself is the Churchill. Hachishiba, thank you, thank you. The Meek is saying we should have picked up the coffee cup. And you want me to be sick, huh? And you want me to be sick and out? I just recovered from a migraine, from like 3 days of migraine. You don't want to touch anything in New York. If it does not belong to you, you do not want to touch it. All right, so that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful machine right there, right across the street, is a Bentley Bentayga. Look at that beauty. Woo! What a beauty. What a beauty. See, this is what I like about New York. You can find anything. Like, in which American city do you find a shoe and leather repair right next to one of the most like upscale avenues or streets of a city? This is a shoe shine spot. You can literally get your shoe shine right there and get your shoe fixed, you know, if it needs to be fixed, whatever. We got everything in New York. That's my point.
It's supposed to come in on Sunday. You know what I mean?
Ah, Neil, you have a very, very good memory, as always. That is true. That is correct. Greetings to you, Valerie. Valerie's saying it looks like a car to me. That, my friend, is a Bentley Bentayga. One of the finest car brands in the world. A British car maker that makes really nice quality cars, vehicles. A very nice one. And then right across the street here on East 28th, we have one of the newest Whole Food Market locations. Whole Foods is everywhere now. It's taken a whole of a city. All of a city. All entire cities are now being run, being taken by Whole Foods Market. But I like this one. This location is pretty nice. Very clean, organized. I figured what you meant, Valerie. That's funny. You're like, it's just another car. It takes you from point A to point B. Nothing special, right? We're crossing Madison Avenue at the moment. We're here to find some cleaners, cafes. Empty spaces because, you know, some businesses are not doing well these days. And for the friends who are from Australia, just know that we have an Australian bakery here in New York City. This is Burke Street Bakery with multiple locations. Their baked goods are good. Their coffee is kind of okay. I like this location because it's more spacious than the other Burke Street bakeries. They have one inside Madison Square Garden. They have one in Lower Manhattan. Anyway, this is what they got. Their bread loaves are delicious. Definitely worth it. And friends and family, I want to take the moment to say thank you to those who have been placing orders via Walk, Ride, Fly Teespring store. Thank you for the orders. I am not able to see, like, you know, who made the orders, but I'm, you know, able to be notified about what is ordered. So I want to say thank you. Thank you to those who have been placing orders via Walk, Ride, Fly Teespring store. Thank you very much. parks. This is a public park. This is one of the 1,700 public parks in the city. This is open to everyone. Michael Bullock is saying, I think New York is a clean city. Interesting. I think that's debatable. But depending on where you're from and where you have been, that answer could make sense. Oh, I see Gary Ting as well. Greetings to you, Gary Ting. Gary Ting is saying Burke Street of Melbourne Street. Ah, is it a famous street? Okay, and then over here we have a coffee shop. Oh, Anagram is here. Never tried this coffee shop, but I've heard about it. Oh, you see they use a La Cimbali machine. La Cimbali espresso machine, and they also have Bread's Bakery. Bread's Bakery is one of the best Jewish bakeries in the city with the best challah, with the second best challah, I should say. I think the best challah is at Mikhaili Bakery. Greetings to you, Joe Hernandez. Mark Karam. Hello. This is Anagram. We're gonna give it a try one day. We'll give it a try one day. One of these days. How's everybody's Friday going? Everybody doing good? Everybody having a good time? I guess it's getting warmer now. But in New York City, you just never know. It could be 60 degrees today. It could be 20 tomorrow. It could be like 70 and humid, in a couple of days. You just never know. The weather in New York is all over the place right now. It's hard to say what's gonna happen in about a week. Hey, Bad Bunny is playing. All right, here we have Famous Pizza. My friend Henry. Famous Pizza, of course. There's always a pizza spot. Okay, so I'm gonna avoid this music. I don't want any issues. Cafe 28 used to be my go-to spot back in the day. Around the time I moved to New York, if I wanted to get a snack, get a carb, I would come here. It's a good spot. It's close to one of our favorite buildings in the city. And it's a fully stacked grocery store, cafe, bakery, you name it, everything all in one. And that's what I like about places in New York City. You can find a few things all in one. So let me go ahead and give you a little tour of the place. Find your snacks, food, American bakeries, French bakeries, you name it. Joe Hernandez saying Bad Bunny in my days was Bugs Bunny. That's funny. Bad Bunny. Anyway, they also have some coffee. Their coffee is not that great. The tea is not that great. It's kind of okay. The typical Twinings, chai, pure chamomile, all those things, nothing spectacular, just regular stuff. The Siren, thank you so much for the super chat. The Siren, thank you. Happy Friday to you as well. All right, they also have their brew coffee. Let me show you what type of snacks they have. They have Pringles, Nutella snacks, cookies. These things are addicting. Thank you again, the Siren. The Siren, I think you're in Ireland, right? Alright. They got the ginger lemon candies. Ooh, those sound good. Thank you, TJ Miller, for becoming a member. And Sebas KLP from Lithuania. Wow, that's cool. That's awesome. They have all kinds of chocolate snacks, candies, you name it. Even Arrow. I barely ever see Arrows in stores. They also have Mars. They even have Cadbury's and all kinds of good things. The cafe itself is upstairs that way. And they have the lay stacks. You get the point. You can also place an order, food to go, sandwiches. You can get yourself some wine, hot food, sandwiches, salads, everything. You can also get yourself a Milka. The siren is saying we make good chocolate here. I had no idea. Wow, I didn't know Ireland was known for chocolate. Interesting. That's good to know. Pardon. Okay, what else? You can get yourself some fruits. You can even get yourself some Japanese snacks. Look at that hachishiba. Get yourself a California roll, karaage, gyoza, dumplings, bibimbap, teriyaki chicken, salmon over rice. And the prices are not bad either. $12, that's not bad. That is not bad. See how stacked these grocery stores, they literally use every space available. And you know, you have your gochujang sauce, you have your ramen, food oils, you name it. Hachi is saying I saw Daifuku Mochi. Oh, right there? Interesting. In sushi, why they call it a California roll? The California roll, I think, is mostly vegetarian. It's made with, I think it's missing something. I think it's missing meat or something. I'm not really a big fan of sushi, so I don't know the difference really. Anyway, oh, the other day I was telling you about my favorite instant coffee, right? And I said Mount Hagen. This is what I'm talking about. This is the one I'm talking about. So if I don't have time to brew coffee, to make coffee with my Italian Bialetti coffee maker, I usually use this one. Obviously, I don't go for decaf. I usually go for this one. So my friend Lars Jorgensman, know that this is a German company, Mount Hagen. It's based in Germany. There you go. Hamburg, Germany. Yep. Based in Hamburg, Germany. And distributed from New York. Anyway, and you also have your typical Lavazza Torino. Hachishiba, thank you for that information. Japanese sushi is without avocado. So the California one has avocado, right? I knew it had to do with some type of vegetable. You got your hot meals here. One meat, two sides, $12. Two meats, two sides, not bad. $13.95. That's $14. That's for a lunch combo. You got yourself a guacamole for $1. So Benjamin is like me. He likes avocado. And then once you get your food, you can go upstairs and Enjoy your food. Anyway, also get yourself some seaweed chips, some nuts, all that good stuff. Gary think that's funny. That's hilarious. No, actually that brand is pretty good. I looked into different brands, right? In terms of quality and taste, I guarantee you that one is a good one. I know what you mean, but trust me on this one. I like Nescafe too, but the thing about Nescafe is they add a lot of preservatives, a lot of additives, fillers, and stuff like that. Even though it tastes fantastic, in terms of quality, is not comparable to this one. This one, trust me, is like organic, dry freezed, and you know, without additives and preservatives. So that's why I like it. And now Balvin is playing. All right, that is the Empire State Building before the lights come on. My friend Preston, know that we're thinking about you. I don't know if you're watching. All right, and then here we have a Maserati, a little Maserati. The siren is saying, what did I miss? What did I miss? I'll take it with or without clothes. The coffee, I see. Thank you for being specific. Julio's saying everything looks delicious, right? I like this place because they sell out of things, you know, very quickly, and everything moves from the shelf very quickly. That way, you know, you're getting some fresh stuff. You know how it goes. All right, J Balvin is playing. Go. Wait a minute, the siren. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? Do you see it? Do you see it now? I think you saw it, right? Okay, let's keep going. Yahoo! That's right. I'm glad you got to see it. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. What a coincidence. You know, one of these days I'd love to visit Ireland. Let's go to Cork. Say hello to my friends McSweeney family. Go to the beautiful churches in Ireland. That'd be nice. All right, let's see if that church is open today. I've always wanted to show you this church, but have not been able to because it's always closed. This is one of the oldest churches in the city. Find a parking like this in New York City, you gotta take it very, very quickly before the vultures show up. Nice parking. That guy's pretty good. That guy's an experto in parking. He did pretty good. All right, we're getting close to Koreatown, but before that, let's see if we can go inside this church. Oh man, always closed. Oh man, closed. This is Marble Church. Jonathan Rinda saying Marlins take 1-0 lead over Mets in second inning if you're a Mets fan. No, actually, I'm not a Mets fan. I kind of like the Yankees, but I haven't really followed baseball or any sports for some time, unfortunately. I don't really even know what's going on these days. I think we can get in. It's the Holland building. What in the world is a sushi? What is a sushi? Are people just coming up with names? It says sushi. Ah, you're a Mets fan, Joe. Wow. I guess Staten Island doesn't have a baseball team, huh? I take it there's no baseball team from Staten Island. Birmingham close-up. This is really a delight seeing you this fine Friday evening. Very nice seeing you. Isn't it quite late for you though? Isn't it quite late for you? Right. We can't even see, any place because it's just that they play loud music and, it gives me the jitters that I'm gonna get some type of, copyright message or something. Anyway, this is a Chinese restaurant with an American twist, the little fusion. And then here we have Le Méridien Hotel. This is a Marriott hotel. I believe it's Marriott, right? Le Méridien is a Marriott hotel. Right next to Anora Restaurant. Anora Restaurant is an Italian restaurant. Greetings to you, Natasha. Hello, hello. Oh, you know what? Let me take you down this way. Let's see if my friends are open. That way we can stop by and say, Hola, ¿cómo está? Bonjour. Buonasera. This is Hotel Balvin. These guys do a tough job. They're always working hard. That's Isa Trolley. That's a nice restaurant right there. Unfortunately, a couple of businesses around this area went out of business. The rent around here is too much. Henry, I already showed like 2 pizza spots. You're like 40 minutes late. I already showed 2 spots tonight. Of course, there's always a pizza spot in New York City. There's always a place for Henry.
There's like a private family office that
As always. And today everybody's running. All right, Bear Donut. This place has some delicious donuts. Michelle from Texas. I think you like donuts. Might want to put this one on your list. They do make some delicious donuts. Just FYI. Henry's saying, let's see them. You know what? I'm pretty sure we're gonna find another one. Oh, Henry, I don't know if you had a chance to try meatball pizza, which I learned about recently. Apparently that's a thing. Have you tried anything like that? That's one thing that I want to try. A meatball pizza. Alex Mondelli, or maybe Cindy Mondelli. Have you guys had meatball pizza? That sounds amazing, right? And sometimes they make it in a way that makes it look like a big calzone, or maybe like a meatball pizza, right? I'm like, that's a great idea. And then a few months ago, I learned about biria pizza, like the Mexican style, you know, marinated steak on a pizza. That's fantastic, man. When humans create something like that, it just excites me. I'm like, that's great. I love it. Greetings to you, Lauren Peters. Laureen Peters. Are those runners members of a muggers union? No, they're not. They're just exercising, man. Sometimes New Yorkers do the craziest things. You know, on a Friday, they're just like, you know what? We don't want to take it easy. They're like, we're in New York. Let's go hard. Let's go harder. You know, they run. They exercise. Wherever, you know, whenever they get a chance to exercise, they exercise. In the rain, snow, storm, hail. New Yorkers don't stop. They keep going. Okay, there used to be a cafe down here. I don't see it. And that is the Virgin Hotel that I took you inside the other day, which I showed the other day. Look at that, the days are getting longer, everything is looking beautiful, the weather is good, we can't complain, you know? Yeah. Gotta be careful, because everybody's just doing crazy. Ooh, he got hit. Dude, why would you do that? He slammed into a car. Man. Some of these kids, man. Happy Friday to you, Norman Ross. That's a flashy bike. Rosemary is saying, I have, and it's really good. I love meatballs. Nice, me too. I just, I didn't know they do it on a pizza. I'm like, wow. Well, that's just beautiful. Yeah, that's just fantastic. All right, there's another public park here that I would like to show. And again, you know, New York City is full of parks. Especially like this one, like a little hidden gem tucked between buildings. Pretty nice. The sounds of the city, indeed. This is a public park. Where are the smart cars in New York City, you ask? There you go. Jonathan Rinda saying, I'm sure it's on some meat lovers pizza if you think about it. True, true. But the way, you know, the one, at least the one that I saw is done, is it kind of looks like a calzone, a big empanada, but filled with, you know, tomato sauce, some mushrooms, olives, and obviously meatballs. It looked delicious. Yeah, there's some lady that I follow who's currently traveling in Naples, Italy. She's from England. And she went to some random restaurant in Naples and she, placed that order and it came. It's like, wow, that looks delicious. All right, so a lot of these are undercover cop cars. There's a police station nearby. A precinct, as they call it in New York. Joe, that's funny. That's funny. Jonathan is saying stuffed pizza. Kind of like that, but way better. That's Courtyard Marriott, for those of you who are interested in visiting the city. This is Courtyard Marriott in Chelsea, one of the nicest Courtyard Marriotts in the city. All right, this guy's about to get a ticket. Somebody's about to get a ticket. You better move it. You better move it quickly. See the audacity of some people in New York? They just park in front of a hotel in a busy street in New York while the entire traffic line is held up and backed up. Look at that. So this person has to move it quickly or they're probably going to get a ticket. Something is going to happen. Anyway, I would say, book as early as you can and look into the Courtyard Marriott hotels like this one. Ooh, look at New Yorkers, man. They always find a way. The car's dropping off some laundry for the hotel and it's just gonna park it pretty much on the sidewalk. That's just how things go. See, gotta be creative. That's funny, Joe. You're like, oh yeah, that's a delivery car. Crystal saying, I saw regular pizza with meatballs pieces on it instead of pepperoni. Ah, so I guess it's pretty common, huh? There's a DNV right across the street. What is that? Huh. Ah, Ariel Robotics, whatever. This is where they learn. Okay, that makes sense. I'm like, how do these people know how to do all these tricks on a bed sheet? This is where they learn it. There's a gym for that, by the way, as we just learned. There's a gym just to learn that type of aerobatics or acrobatics. Ratings to Roxanne Robles. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday to everybody. Happy Friday. The cop is literally walking around trying to find the driver. The driver of the car. Interesting. All right, my friend Henry. There's the Bravo Pizza that you like, right across the street. Bravo Pizza is Henry's favorite pizza spot, I believe, or at least one of his favorites in New York City. Enrique Gonzalez is saying, why are those cars parked that way? You just never know. New York, they just make up their own rules as they go, to be honest with you. When it comes to parking and driving, if there's no way, you make a way. It's kind of like Bombay, India, or I say Bombay, Delhi. It's kind of like Delhi, India. If there's no way, you make a way. Oh, you're talking about the cop cars? They're just trying to, yeah, not use most of the street and, you know, instead take over the sidewalk. Instead of blocking traffic, they might as well, they prefer to block pedestrians. That's just easier that way. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Roxanne Robles. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the continued support. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We have another beautiful church there, and unfortunately, it looks like it is closed. Stefano is saying Italian police also have a few Lamborghini. What? I had no idea. To be honest with you, I've been to Italy a few times. I've had a chance to go a few times, you know, because I was able to score on, you know, good airfare back in the day, back before COVID, when prices made sense. And I did not see that many Ferraris and Lamborghinis in Italy. You know where I saw a lot of supercars? It was in England. Oh my goodness, England is, as London is full of supercars, and also other countries as well. So I'm surprised you said that, because I barely saw any nice cars, like sports cars in Italy. What do we have here? That's good to know. I had no idea. That's good to know. This is Rogue Music Store. In tune since 1983. This is what amazes me about businesses in New York City. Most of them have been here for generations. Generations. Ooh, Jiu-Jitsu. Muay Thai. Oh, this is Muay Thai, definitely. Muay Thai. Ooh. Look at that. Look at those Andrew Tates. Human Hysteria saying, I remember the day I spent to have the stream looking for Henry in the chat. Oh, no way. That's hilarious. You're like the second or the third person who said that. I think Natasha said the same thing. And Adriana Rodriguez said the same thing as well. All right, another business that went out of business. You see a lot of this stuff, you know, businesses that went out of business, or businesses that shut down, that closed in New York City often these days, more often than not, unfortunately. See, there's another one here. This place is for rent. Ah, they patrolled the highways, because usually the highways is where people speed the most. That makes sense. That makes absolute sense. All right. Alex Mondelli might be interested in this type of store. They've got all kinds of music instruments, drums and things like that. But apparently in Dubai, they have them everywhere. They gave the police Lamborghinis, also Ferraris, I think. Some really, really, really nice cars to patrol their streets. Anyway, and then here we have Taekwondo. Man, everybody is getting ready to meet up somebody, huh? Oh, this is karate. Look like Taekwondo. This is Sido Karate. Karate is Japanese and Taekwondo is Korean. And Kung Fu is Chinese. It's from China. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Nice. Good one, Siren. Everybody was kung fu fighting. All right, that beautiful building right there is the Moynihan train station. Look how beautiful it is. Zilfer Surfer, how you doing? Welcome back. The Fight Club Street of New York. Well, yeah, there's a lot of fighting in New York, but I think it's mostly to just like possibly to release some stress, you know. The stress of New York City, the stress of being in a city, in a big city, the pressure of being in a big city. And also, you know, just dealing with life. It helps to exercise. It helps to do activities. All that good stuff. Joseph Taylor, I don't know if you're watching, but I know you like murals just like the Mighty Bull, so there you go. There's another beautiful mural right there. We are on West 30th Street right now. Still in Chelsea. Chelsea's a very nice neighborhood. I like it. I like Chelsea. Find some pre-war buildings, some modern buildings, sometimes something in between. As always, you know, parking is not that easy in New York. If you have a car, finding a parking is no easy task. No easy. No easy. You know what? Let's go down this way. Oh, Joe, I had no idea. I thought you were like the king of Queens through and through. Born and raised and repping Queens. Kirill Parilov. This one is for you. Kirill Parilov watches my channel, and he's based in Ukraine. He's in Ukraine right now, and he sometimes sends me messages saying that he's watching, despite what they're going through. They take some time, you know, to relax and unwind. Which is awesome. All right, there's some things that I have to be careful of in this neighborhood that I don't want to show on my screen. So I have to go in zigzags. Laureen Peters is saying, love that neighborhood, also walked there so much. I see. Did you get to try some of the coffee shops and bakeries that I recommended in Chelsea? And one thing I like about Chelsea is actually there's a variety of hotels, great Airbnbs. That's pretty nice. And relatively safe and clean as well. Cafe Bravo. Get yourself some croissants with eggs and cheese and meat. Hudson Yards Tavern. You can also find some really nice apartment buildings in Chelsea. And in terms of price, I would say it's one of the most expensive neighborhoods in the city. And at a distance is the back of the Madison Square Garden. Greetings to you, increased mothers. We are now on West 31st Street. Abdullahi, greetings to you. Did I see Sam Dabish as well? Greetings to you, Sam Dabish, RK516. Hello to all of you. And this is one side of the Moynihan train station. Pretty much covers the entire block. Increased Mothers is saying these apartments are all new. Yes, there's a good amount of apartments in this neighborhood that are new. There's some old ones, and the new ones are pretty nice. And they come with a high price tag, I should say. And the amount of competition to get an apartment in New York City right now is hell. In general, to find a place in New York City, a permanent place, it's not that easy. It's a fight. The supply is not meeting demands, not even close. So everybody's fighting for apartments. You think an apartment is expensive? Don't worry about it. There's going to be a line of people waiting to get in, willing to pay a high price. A higher price than what's asked. Anyway, this is an entrance to the station. Moynihan Food Hall. And right across the street is our favorite, Manhattan West, one of the newest developments in the city that includes commercial buildings, a hotel, apartment buildings, restaurants, cafes, bakeries, bars, you name it. Mighty Bull has entered the room. Mighty Bull in the building. And here you'll find the Pendry Hotel, one of the newest hotels in the city. You can also look into Pendry Hotel, but know that you are going to be paying a lot of money. See how fast these guys are going? See how fast these guys are riding? Yep. They're trying to deliver some food, snacks, whatever. Everything in New York City runs on deliveries. Like everything is just delivery. You think, New Yorkers would walk and get some stuff from somewhere, but sometimes, they're busy, they can't, for different reasons. They use delivery apps because time is money. And they would rather pay somebody to bring them some food, items, whatever, groceries, than going and getting it. So these guys on a bike, they gotta run fast, deliver, go to the next one, go back, do the same thing again and again and again. This is an office building where you'll find Ernst & Young, NHL, Accenture, and the Scadam, a law firm. By the way, EY, Ernst & Young, formerly Ernst & Young, is the biggest company in England. The biggest valued, the most valued company in England. And here we have Peloton Peloton was big during the pandemic. Everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm staying home. I'm doing Peloton. Everybody was Pelotoning. All right, my friend Joseph is saying, Rob tried the apartments at West 28th Street up to 10th Avenue, cost $6.9 million to $11.9 million per apartment. Wow. Well, am I not surprised? The price of apartments has skyrocketed in New York City. Even rent, the average rent now for a one-bedroom apartment in New York City stands at $5,185 per month. That was not the case a few months ago. And here we have a very nice Starbucks. Not a Starbucks Reserve, but kind of looks like it. Pretty nice, very clean. Spacious, beautiful, nicely designed, with nice aesthetics. You said 8.9? Oh, my friend Joseph, no worries at all. I wasn't. How you doing? Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
I wasn't thinking about buying it tonight or anytime soon, so no worries at all. I bet for 8.9 you could buy maybe a third of Texas, huh? Possibly, or maybe Montana. I don't know. That's another Peloton right there, right across the street. We're gonna turn around, and as usual, when you're in New York, you gotta look up. Joseph, no worries. No worries about the numbers. I know there's just so many numbers in New York City. It's just hard to keep up. You know, even a rundown place, a dingy place in New York City could cost millions. It's not even, sometimes it does not even make sense. We have daily provisions here. Natasha saying doggies just taking a stroll in Manhattan West. Some gotta be better than others. That is true. This is Daily Provisions, as you know, one of my go-to places for snacks, baked goods, and coffee. If you come to the city in the spring or summertime, do me a favor and stop by, because this place gets very, very, very lively. Greetings to you, Rev. Greetings to you. All right, and then here we have another Whole Foods. Obviously, we have to have one at least in every section of the city, right? That's Pendry Hotel, one of the newest hotels in the city, with a really, really nice rooms, but quite expensive. This is Peloton. This is all the Peloton people meeting up and discussing their progress and their achievements and all that. Who's this guy? All right, Alex Toussaint. 20 minutes AT's run. Oh, nice. Okay. Kristen Ferguson. She run, let's see, 45 minutes. 60-minute power walk. Marcel Dinkins. Okay. And here we have Citizens, where you can find all kinds of foods in one place. This is more like a food hall. Natasha saying they did a phenomenal job with this new development. So well done. I agree. And it connects to the High Line. It's beautiful. And they have a nice hotel. Really nice apartment buildings. Very clean, obviously. Organized. Beautiful design. Yeah, the architects did a good job. And the whole development is great. And it's close to Hudson Yards. And they have some great restaurants, by the way. You have the Sisiamo. We have the Spanish restaurant, Zuzu's, and also Katsuya, Hachishiba, and Yoshiko. Is this guy famous? Chef Katsuya Oechi. Chef Katsuya Don. You know, one thing that I miss about Japan is how you can find cheap food at a convenience store and not worry about, you know, expensive places. Anyway, this is the Pendry Hotel. Let's see if I can ask my friend. Is it possible to show the lobby?
Yeah, sure.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, friends. Let me show you the lobby. This is Pendry Hotel. We're gonna have a seat here. Increased Mothers. Red Rooster is in Harlem. It's in Harlem. That's what's his name? Chef Marcus Samuelson. That's his restaurant. Yeah, this is a swanky chic hotel. Yes, I've mentioned Pendry Hotel a few times. This is what it looks like. This is the lobby. I had to ask permission to show it on camera. It's very nice. So some of these some of the suites actually sold out during the holidays, and they were about $2,000 a night. And the suites here were sold out. And I was talking to somebody who works here, and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's all sold out." It was sold out for like weeks in advance, which I find interesting. The price should be about like $400 or $500 for a basic one. OT Sinks. That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Black Fox Coffee is right next to this hotel. It's actually attached on the left side. So there's a little bar sitting area, lobby over here too. This is the garden room. This is what it looks like. Emma is saying prayers for all the people in the path of the horrible tornadoes down south. So many today. Oh, there's another one today? Oh, just never ends, especially with the southern states. That is the sitting area. Another garden room / lobby. So pretty, right? So yeah, $2,000 a night was for the suites. For the regular rooms, it should be $400 or $500 depending on the time of the year, the season, how busy they are. That's the main reception area. It's pretty nice. It's a very, very modern hotel. It's pretty cool. Very simple designs, yet eclectic. Very classy. Pretty cool. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. I believe they have another location, either, I think LA. I believe they either have one in LA or London. I haven't heard of the Pendry Hotel until this one opened. Never heard of it. Feels very calming in there, yeah, with those plants and color palette. Yes. Very, very calm and nice place. And yes, OT Sinks, you are correct. One of my favorite coffee shops in the city, one of my very, very favorite ones actually, Black Fox Coffee, has a location right by the lobby. So you can walk through the lobby and get to the coffee shop. It's pretty nice. Increase is saying, Rob, get a room so we can see the rooms. Kind of like a staycation, huh? Stay in a hotel in New York, staycation. So you don't want me to go to DC? Because that's the next target. I gotta make it to DC. We got to go to DC, and I gotta show you a lot of things in DC. Natasha's saying those poor front desk people have a tough job. People who stay here expect 100% attention and perfection. That is so true, Natasha. Sometimes I cringe when I hear, people interact with people who work in the service industry. I cringe. And that's why I keep telling people like, hey, just go out of your way. I know you're paying. I know you're spending your money. And you expect, the best of services. But trust me, if you're polite, if you're diplomatic, if you're courteous and respectful, trust me, it's gonna take you far. They'll get you the best rooms. Sometimes, they'll go out of their way to put you in the best rooms, give you the best of service. This is what I do. Whenever I stay in a hotel somewhere, right? If I'm staying in a hotel for a couple of days, this is one of the things that I do. I get to know the people as people, not just as front desk people, who work for the hotel where I'm staying. I know I can say like, hey, I'm already paying, I deserve the service, I should get it anyway, right? It's like, no. Get to know them as people, as humans, because at the end of the day, that's what we are, right? Nothing else matters. See if they want something, if you are leaving and if you see some of, those people in front of you, just ask like, hey, do you want me to get you something from the store? It's on me. Would you like coffee? Would you like some snacks? Would you like some pastries? Are you allergic to some type of food? Do you want me to bring you some, light snacks, chips, whatever? Bring them something. When you come back, just if you're staying there for a couple of days, trust me, it makes you it connects you with them very well. That's what I try to do, and use that as a hack. You treat them well, they'll treat you good. Know them by name. That's what I do. If I'm staying in a hotel for a couple of days in a row, trust me, best believe I'm going to get to know them. I'm going to get to know the shift manager, everybody. As many people as I can, from the custodian to the bellboy, you name it, to the concierge. Kindness, it goes a long way. I remember reading, something that said, it's better to be kind to people than recite scriptures that you don't practice. Anyway, yeah. So get to know people at a human level. Treat them well. Because, trust me, I hate to say this, but a lot of people don't treat people in the service industry nicely. They're like, oh, it's my hard-earned money. I'm paying. I deserve this. I deserve that. I need this. Bring me this. Do that. Yeah, it's easy to say that. But get to know them. They stand there for hours at a time, sometimes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours a day. And sometimes if they're working on something, they can't leave because they need to get it done. And they're standing there for ages, you know? Imagine. And sometimes getting yelled at, looked down. So, my point is, be nice to people in the service industry. And be extra nice to people who prepare your food. That goes without saying, right? Leave a good mark. Make people feel better than when you met them. End of story. All right, we're gonna do another screenshot moment. Lorraine Peters is saying, let's be good to everyone. Absolutely. Absolutely, I agree. Without a question, without a doubt. Joe Hernandez, I agree. Don't ever piss off people who serve you or who prepare your food. Oh yeah. Never ever. Never ever. Alright, so now we are moving from the chaos towards, from the calm towards the chaos. Alright, so the orbs, the camera orbs are all over the place, but I think you can still get a good screenshot. And friends and family, if you haven't had a chance to give this video a thumbs up, I forgot to remind you, but if you could just take a few seconds and give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Just take a few seconds and give this video a thumbs up. Let's give it a like. Share it with a friend. Greetings to you, Susan. Al-Gasimu Bar. Well. Gary Carpenter is saying you won't hear anything bad from me. That's good. Enrique Gonzalez. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, and that reminds me, I also would like to say thank you to Angela from Canada. Thank you so much for the support via PayPal. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for the continued support. Angela from Canada. Thank you for the support. And thank you also to Enrique Gonzalez again. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. And I also would like to say thank you to those who have been making purchases from the Walk Ride Fly store on Teespring. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the continued support for my work and for my channel. Soon enough, I don't know, I might be able to make it to DC, and I might be able to take you guys on a tour of some awesome places in DC. I kind of miss DC, really miss DC. So I have some Amtrak points. I'm gonna use those points, but I'm still looking for a good hotel deal, good, motel, whatever. So I might be able to take you to DC. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see how the math goes. Marcos, greetings to you. Greetings to you, Stefano, and also Mark Yasumatsu. Joe Hernandez, Adriana Rodriguez, I think she is taking a day off today. I don't think she's able to join today. Yeah, a couple of people are not able to join today. And I haven't seen Judith in a while. I've not seen KD from Canada. Kevin from Canada. I have not seen him for ages. All right, so there's another shot. And then as always, we get to see the light show. I think there's a game or something tonight. Is there a way this way?
Yes.
Is it? Oh, perfect. Sometimes they close it, so I just want to make sure I'm going through the right way. All right, and this is the Pennsylvania station, also commonly referred to as the Penn Station here in Midtown Manhattan, right underneath MSG, Madison Square Garden. And this whole area is going through a redevelopment right now. They're building new buildings. They are creating parks, atrium, courtyards, you name it. They're literally changing this Penn Station area, the Penn development. There's a lot of work being done. So Penn 1, the other building, the building that I showed the other day, and that's part of the development. Look at that, look at the Empire State Building. Judith Hinton. You missed a lot of Empire State shots these days. I think there's some type of event going on tonight. They're blocking everything here. I wonder what's going on. Apparently there's like an underground like connection here where all the celebrities and the athletes and whatnot, you know, go through. Yeah, they don't use the same entryways as the rest of us. Yeah, so the other day I showed Penn 1. That's where security guard said, "No filming here. No filming. This is a private property, Papa. No filming here." He's like, "You cannot do that. This is a private property." I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "No, you cannot film there." It's like, "That is a property line. You can film away from the property line." He's like, you cannot record here." I said, "Okay, I will not record. I will just walk away and I will show the place from a distance. That is what I will do." All right, sometimes you have to cut through traffic, pedestrian traffic. You remember that one, right, Emma? It's like, "You cannot record here." It's like, this is a private property. It's just crazy, you know. Sometimes they just make up rules as they go. Sometimes, you know, they do not feel good, you know, about, you know, somebody recording. They think that I'm out to get them for some reason, you know, like I'm like looking for some type of, you know, content, you know, to be like, "Oh, the gotcha moment." I understand, because, you know, there's a lot of kids, you know, there's a lot of fanatics out there who are looking, you know, to catch people making mistakes. I'm not about that. You know, I don't got time for that. I just want to show the city life in real time, unedited, unscripted, without any filter, uncensored. Melinda saying your accents are so amazing. Thank you. I used to be good. I used to be good with a lot of accents. Not as much these days. I do all right. Greetings to you, Bev Ann, Valerie Wood. Stefano is saying, hey Rob, I left my security job because people like that guy, there's quite a lot. That is true. I think sometimes they just get bored, you know, they, it's just, they see the same type of people, there's nothing exciting. And sometimes they don't want to be recorded, you know, it just depends. There's different kinds of reasons. All right, this is making a lot of sound over here. All right, let's cross the street. Quickly and quickly. So get yourself 3 peanuts for $5. Not bad, not bad. Not bad at all. You want to get some stuff, some basic items at a discount like clothes, shoes, bags, socks, gloves, and also umbrellas. Let's see how much it is. Huh. $20? No, it's actually $9. Interesting. I guess maybe I'll give this one a try. $9, I mean $10, that's pretty good. That's a good price. $10 for that one? I'm assuming it's not great quality. Muntazer, greetings to you, Stylish Money. Greetings to you all. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. Bread factory. There's a few bread factories in the area, by the way. Let's see, you know what? Let's see if GFG is open today. Maybe I'll show you GFG. All right, friends, let me know. Have you guys, oh, we almost got hit. Look how impatient people are. Even though, like, oh, man. It's just so much impatience. All right, friends, let me know. Do you want me to keep going? Have you guys had enough? What's the story? Should we keep going? Or maybe a few minutes? What do you think? Yeah, New York City, driving and walking in New York City, it's very interesting. It is very, very interesting. It's a different world. People don't have a patience for pedestrians or for bikers, vice versa too. Hey, nope. That's why I keep saying, even if you have the right of way, even though clearly you have the right of way, check as many times as you can, as you possibly can. Make sure that you're safe. Because, yep, New York City is New York. Everybody's running somewhere. Everybody is trying to cut somebody and just, take a shortcut. Get somewhere, Henry and Renee. Well, 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 look at what we got. We got a love pizza. We got a love pizza. Let's see what it's about. LUV. How you doing? Look at that. All right, they're playing music very loudly, so I don't know if I can stay here for too long, but look at this. This is a nice little... How you doing? How's it going? Good. All right, gotta mute. All right, friends, I had to mute for obvious reasons. This is a pizza bar, Henry. Are you still watching? It's a little, I guess, late night grub spot. Let's go to another one. This place is beautiful, right? Nice, but the pizza did not look fresh and appetizing. It did not look that fresh. Or is it just my eyes? I looked at it and it did not feel fresh. But yeah, the place is on point. The place is on another level. All right, so GFG is actually closed, unfortunately. I wanted to show you this Greek cafe. It's very nice. They also have delicious baklava. They have some morning, bugasa. I think it's called bugasa. They have delicious bugasa. I was here when they opened on their first day. Look at that. They have some baklava, walnut cake, orange cake. Where's the bugasa? Let's see how much it is. That's what I had here, and I also had a breakfast. Breakfast bowl is pretty good. It's a franchise. It's kind of like fast food, Greek food. So it's not really like, the super authentic, Greek food, but it's good enough. It's pretty good. I like it. They have multiple locations in the area. Unfortunately, because of COVID, they have to close many locations. Laureen Ipsam. Oh my goodness, Laureen. Or Lauren. I have not seen you, I think, since 2021. Maybe mid 2022. Nice seeing you.
Tate.
Oh, 7th Street Burger opened here? When? This is cool. Interesting. Then we have the magic hour, whatever it is. You guys know about this place, even though they disappointed me last time. I still like this place. This is one of my go-to places to get Italian pastries and also panettone. They make fresh panettones here. Delicious panettones. Let me see if he remembers one. All right. They used to give discounts like towards closing, towards the end of the day. They don't do it anymore, but they used to do like 40% off, 50% off.
Oh my God.
Yeah, now it's like full price and they throw away, see? They throw away whatever is left. They just put it in the garbage.
This is bad. Let me look in the other.
That's pretty good too. The pastries are really good though. Definitely worth it. Look at that. Unfortunately nowadays they throw away everything. They used to give discounts and stuff, and then I would come here, you know, get 2-3 things. It was good, but then recently I learned that they stopped doing that. They're like, no, we don't give discounts anymore. Just whatever doesn't sell, we collect it and just put it in the garbage. Like, you know how that works? You know how much that hurts? You know how painful that is? I don't know, for me, nothing more painful than throwing away food. It hurts me in a way that I cannot even describe. I cannot even explain the pain. Gotta be honest. All right, and then here we have Le Cafe Coffee. You guys know the drill. They got some good coffee, and the croissants here are pretty good too. The croissants. Le Cafe Coffee in any of their locations. Definitely worth it. Stylish Bunny, who's wasting food. A lot of places are wasting food. A lot of these cafes, you know, bakeries, restaurants, they throw away food. Whatever doesn't sell, oh yeah, they throw it away. It's unfortunate. Paris Baguette, Panera Bread, you name it. Whatever doesn't sell, at the end of the day, they don't give discounts. They don't, try to, you know, donate it. Some do, but to the most part, no, and it hurts. It really hurts. I don't know. There was, you know, there were times in my life, you know, where, you know, eating once a day was like a privilege. Like it felt like, you know, eating once a day was a privilege. There were those times. So for me, throwing away food, oh man, it hurts a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of places. There's a lot of places that throw away food. A lot of the cafes and restaurants, yep, they do not give a discount. They just throw it away. I'm trying to work with Matto Espresso. I've been like, you know, going back and forth with them via email, in person, to tell them, you know, to use, you know, the app Too Good, or, you know, donate it somewhere, or at least, you know, give some type of discount at the end of the day. They don't. Most places don't. I think they do that maybe because they wanna put the full, you know, amount as a tax write-off, as, you know, as a loss, instead of, you know, selling it at a discount. I think that could be the reason. I'm pretty sure, you know, they have different businesses have different reasons for not giving any discount and throwing away fresh food, perfectly fine foods. It is what it is. It has to do with politics, bureaucracy, who knows? A lot of crazy things. There's always a crazy reason, right? Sometimes a reason that makes sense, sometimes a reason that does not make sense. Who knows? All right, you can also get a 99-cent pizza right there in the corner. It's very interesting to see 99-cent pizza these days in general. And obviously the temperature is pretty good, you know, we're in the 50s now, so Mr. Softy is here. Mr. Softy is here. One place that's notorious for throwing away food is this place right here, Paris Baguette. They got a lot of good stuff, but unfortunately, they just throw away foods, man. Whatever doesn't sell. All right, let's see if we can get something. I don't know. Should we get something? Should we get something? I've walked for 2 hours, right? I should get something. All right, let me see. Where's my go-to? My go-to pastry. My go-to pastry. So Hachishiba, doesn't it remind you of a curry pan? This one right here. Looks very nice, right? All right, music is playing loudly. Hopefully I didn't get in trouble. So usually what I like to get is this one with the custard cream. The chaud cream bread. I like this one right here. This is what I usually get. Like in the morning with coffee, I get this one. I haven't gotten it in a while, so I'm gonna get that. It comes with chocolate cream. It comes just regular sweet potato bread. I don't like that one. I like this one. As you can see, that was the last one. It's very popular. I like that one. This one is very popular too. You can finish this in one sitting, the multi-grain bread or even the regular raisin bread. What I like about Paris Baguette is that they have not really increased or jacked up their prices as other places. Anyway, they also have these fancy pastries like these ones here. Fruit cake, chocolate cake, salads, bread, sandwiches, all that good stuff. But for now, I am just gonna get this one, Paris Baguette Boulangerie. This is my favorite one. And by the way, Paris Baguette is a Korean chain. A lot of people think that it's from France, but it's actually from South Korea, from Seoul, South Korea. My friend, I came for the best stuff that you guys got. No worries, take your time, no worries.
That's all you want?
That's it for today. I walked a lot, so I'm like, you know what, I need to recalibrate.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, so the total, thank you so much, my friend.
Would you like a bag?
No, I'm good, thank you.
You want your receipt?
No, I'm good.
You want a roster?
Thank you very much. What time do you guys close today?
10 o'clock.
10, awesome. All right, they also have some really good tea, Palais de Tes. This is good, right? Very good. This tea,
Yeah.
very good tea brand. Anyway, thank you. Have a good one. All right, and they also have more stuff here. Maki Asumatsu, have a good one, my friend. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully I'll get to see you soon. Enjoy, take care. They also have other types of cheesecake pastries, croissants. But at this place, I like this one. That's pretty good. Can't go wrong with this one. All right, friends and family, another reminder. If you had enjoyed today's walk, if you got something out of it, any insight, any info, anything, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Take a few seconds. If you truly want to see more of these streams, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Share it with a friend, with the family. And also, friends, one more time, I want to say thank you to Angela Rock from Canada. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I also would like to say thank you to the mods as always. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, for being here for me. I appreciate you, Joe, my man, as always. Thank you. Susan Engels, Susan Wilson, Valerie Wood, Bottomless Coffee. Thank you. Henry and Renee, RK516. Thank you to those who supported the channel today via Super Chats. Thank you very much. And thank you, Jonathan Rinda, Corvette Girl, Birmingham Close Up. Birmingham is saying they do the same thing in England. Man, that's just painful, man. That's really painful. And Muntazer, have a good one. Stylish Bunny, Bev Ann, Gary Carpenter, and also Rev, have a good one. Emma, and Bagels and Walks, greetings. City Harvest does restaurant pickups to shelters. Nice. I like to hear that. Whenever they do pickups, that's amazing. Lauren Peters, thank you very much. And friends and family, if you do want to support the channel, all the details on how to support the channel should be in the description of this video. I appreciate all of you. Yoshiko, arigato gozaimasu. I was just talking about eating curry pan. I miss eating at Lawson, 7-Eleven, eating all those cheap, good foods in Japan for $5, $6 or less. You get some good food in Japan. Alfred Close, Abix Girl, The Meek, Increase, The Carpenter, The Short Guy, Crystal S. Who did I forget? Human Hysteria, OT Sinks, Laureen Ipsum, Connie E, Stefano, Big Facts NYC, Roxanne Robles, Kevin Campbell, Jennifer, Joseph, Marki Asumatsu, who else did I forget? Melinda, the Siren, thank you so much for the continued support. Jennifer, Natasha, Marcos, Mighty Bull, Enrique Gonzalez, Shivam Gautam. Are you related to Gautam Adani? Shivam. Lauren Peters, Neil Bell, as always, my friend in Durham, UK. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for staying with me. I appreciate you. Crystal S, Susan Williams. Who did I forget? Whoops. Who did I forget? Ron Diaz, Roxanne Robles in Tennessee. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Norman Ross, James Unruh, Alex and Cindy Mondelli in Ohio. Oops. Hachishiba, Yoshiko, Birmingham Close Up, Orleans. Savas KLP, Valerie Rogers, Joseph Moretti, Mark Karam. I think that's about it, right? Did I forget somebody? Gary Tang. All right, friends and family. I will do my best to see you either tomorrow or on Sunday. I think Sunday we might have a special broadcast. So stay tuned. Oh God, that's crazy. All right, Jonathan is saying a Paris Baguette in Philadelphia is now saved on my Google Maps. Awesome. As a reminder to check out their pastries, 2 buses from home, $2 one way, 30 plus miles one way. Wow, that's a bit far. Stylish Bunny saying I'm going to ride this to Paris Baguette to open one up in the Upper East Side. I'm surprised they don't have one there because they have Paris Baguette pretty much everywhere, in every part of the city. I'm surprised. They even have location in like Jersey. That's crazy. Anyway, have a good one, friends and family. Hope to see you soon. Take care. Stay healthy. And hopefully I'll get to see you soon. But in any case, have a good rest of the day, the morning, the afternoon, the evening, the night, whatever time it is. Take care. Until next time, you're awesome. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and like and share and turn on notifications. All right? Have a good one. Take care.